Family, hi, welcome to yet another one. I remember sharing this with you from Prophet Uebert, one of the most trusted voices in the prophetic, when he actually came out to say this.
While there is this thing about wars, we can see it, we can hear it rather, as acoustics would mean. We will hear wars, but what I don't want you to have is fear that will make you miss the real signs. So the reason he's talking about rumors of war, he knows if you hear rumors of war, you will miss the real signs. And just focus on rapture is here, and you miss the real signs because God says we are not of the night. Take heed that this day does not appear as a what? A thief in the night. How do you do that? Don't look at wars and think end time.
Wow.
Your fear is the problem. I'm trying to address your fear when you see a war. Fair minds, you won't think about it. And you're not seeing the pandemic as a sign. But you see Ukraine and Russia and America and Greenland as the signs. When the pandemic is the real sign.
And concerning the pandemic, he has been warning time after time after time.
Another disease coming. But while I'm telling you this, it's already something that I've already told you as I was dealing with all these frequencies and all this inoculation and the bio tattoos that I was talking to you about. I don't want to come out in the open and say they are going to create a disease, but I just said it. Another pandemic is coming. Pandemic.
Plan. It's planned.
Meaning say it's planned. The pandemic that is planned is coming. As I said this, that means another lockdown is coming. I've said this over and over again.
See you another time. COVID left us. That one was a pandemic, not a pandemic. It was planned. And you gotta be dumb not to see that it was planned. And another one is coming. Yeah, there is another lockdown coming. Mark your bottom dollar. You can bet it. They are already planning it as I'm talking to you. They are sitting in offices to plan what to do now. When they said we are free, I said it again. Ellington, I said it there. I said, trust me, another one is coming. More dangerous than this one. It will make this one look like child's play.
I saw a panic in the laboratories. It was a panic in the laboratories where they began to actually start a movement of another virus. Just like COVID, this virus, as they say about COVID, by the way, all right?
Yes, sir.
This virus will be coming from an animal. It will be over 10 times more dangerous than COVID. Notice here, I'm not validating COVID was there or wasn't. I'm trying to say to you, according to what they shall say, it will be beyond 10 times, 15 times more than COVID. It is a dangerous thing that they begin to discover. When I say discover here, I'm talking about what they will tell us on TV. If you hear the word prophet, hear them clearly.
Yes, sir. We get it, sir. We get it.
Sometimes God shows you there is going to be a virus. Sometimes God shows you a screen and CNN is discussing it. Like I told you, I was taken to a meeting. Remember what the Bible says? Men of God of old, prophets did not come by the will of men, but by the Spirit of God. As men of God were being moved, carried along by the Spirit.
Carried along.
So sometimes you don't see things as hearing them. You were taken, carried along by the Spirit.
Carried along.
This was an animal. Coffins arrayed like this, and they were trying to contain it.
Jesus, help us.
They were trying to contain it. This one, that's all I'm going to say.
And one thing I'm sharing this with you, it's not, to make you afraid or make you scared and all that, or make you panic, but it's to just share with you the seriousness of this thing. Because some of my, family, especially those in the United States of America who follow Brother Brandon, you're actually sending me this one too, saying that there's something he also said and all those things, saying that it will spread to Africa and all those places.
You're going to see in the days ahead, Trump really accelerate the end with decisions that he will make. You're going to see a vessel that has been set apart, but it will be so evident in being used, pushing this thing through, pushing all that is around you going through to really accelerate the end times. We are at the last of the seconds on this earth as we know it. You're going to see a great acceleration of things, more than you could ever dream of, even in the next couple of months going into the next year. Watch what happens. And I told you, when we get to this time next year in 2026, you won't even recognize where we are right now. That's how much it will change. Things are going to change at such a rapid pace. When we get to 2026, summer of 2026, going into the fall of 2026, getting ready to 27, for the elections, midterms, watch midterms and the great decisions that will be made. I'm telling you, rising up, I saw, it's like when I saw Oklahoma divided and trying to take it blue. There's a lot of decisions that's going to be made in the next couple of months to a year. Looking into it, I saw rats. And I'm like, why am I seeing the rats? What is this rats? But I know it has to do with the plague again. It's like what I saw in the labs. You remember I told you they were practicing on rats? This is back, it's like another piece of the puzzle, another piece of the vision that I saw back over a year ago. Seeing the rats and but it was a rats, and they're scurrying around, and these rats look dirty and dingy looking, but they're black, and they're evil in their faces, and they're running around the ground. And the Lord's saying, this is Europe again. Many people are not watching. But they have to get rid of the old system to bring in the new system. And I could see paper money that was blue. There was blue on this paper money. And I don't know what kind of money that was, but it was blue money. Had blue on the currency, some kind of blue design. And people didn't want to touch it because they were afraid of transmitting this virus on money. Yes, it's like that money right there. It says 20. What is that? France? So it was Euro. It's the euro.
Watch the euro.
He said, watch the euro. He did say that. He said it would be one of the first dominoes to fall. Watch the euro. Remember that?
Yeah.
And it's blue. So they didn't want to touch the blue money. And people were afraid of it. And he said, this is going to introduce the system faster. Being afraid to touch money. It's creepy, B. It's very creepy. It's like they have a plan within a plan. COVID was a trial run. COVID was a trial run. I just heard the Lord. COVID was a trial run. It was a trial run. Do you remember the faces on the red that faded out, son? Do you remember the faces? He shows me the faces. As the virus spreads, it spreads like red. And the faces on that country fade. Remember it? I'm seeing it bleed into Africa right now. I see it spreading throughout all of it. And I see the Mediterranean. And it's spreading over. It's spreading over Africa. It's spreading down. And it's going all throughout Asia right now. It's spreading now. I see India. And it's highlighted. It's highlighted. It's highlighted. This is very interesting. There's not very many people in China is what they think. When it goes to China, there's, like you see in populated areas how there's so people that, like in India right now, I see they're stacked on each other like sardines. But when it comes to China, they're spread out more. Okay? So people, this is the way it is in this vision right now. I see it. People that are bumping shoulders, they're touching shoulders in this vision, and it's spreading faster. You see? Because they're touching shoulders. But in the areas where there's not as many people touching shoulders, like China is spread out apart, there's not as many people like in this vision for whatever. Like, I don't understand this. But they seem to be, they're in white outfits. They're in white, they're whatever this is. and they have a little thing, and they're there, but and I see the women, they have the blacker hair. They're there, but they're not as touching shoulders like it is in India. I hear the Spirit of the Lord said, fear not. Fear not what you are seeing. Fear not. There's so many voices saying so many different things, he says. There's so many voices saying so many different things. I see all the flights are grounded. They're down. There's no flights flying around. There's no flights flying around, only for emergency, and there's nobody on them, just a couple people spread out. You know what I'm saying? And they're flying for, like, I see people on some planes, but there's nobody on these planes. There's nobody on these planes. I see, it's like the whole plane is empty. I'm not like two or three, like 5 people on it. I like on this one I just saw flying. I saw five people in this plane. They're still spread out in there, and they are covered in masks. They look like COVID people again. Everybody's covered in stuff. The Lord said, pray, pray, pray. I heard him say, lessen the effect of.
So that was Brother Brandon's own version of it, and a lot of people have been asking me questions saying, is it linked to Trump and all that? I just had to play the whole clip for you, whether it's linked to Trump or whether it's not, or whether there are different prophecies concerning the midterms, Trump's decisions. And mind you, this video was from 2025. Prophet Angel's videos were actually from 2023, 2022, 2024, and all that. And, when it comes to Brother Brandon, he says he's not a prophet. He says he's a watchman. He prays for things to change and all that. But if you actually listen to what Prophet Angel said, these things are bound to happen. It's something that is going to happen. And, you can't pray them away, but you can just prepare and get ready and do the needful right now. I would actually advise you to go check out, especially his Thursday services or Sunday services, so that you hear what the Lord would be speaking, through him concerning these things that are coming. All right. And also have a very healthy personal relationship with the Lord Jesus. And moving on to other things, there's this thing I remember sharing with you of Barack Obama talking about aliens.
Barack Obama says aliens are real. Well, he didn't hesitate to affirm their existence when asked during a podcast interview at the weekend.
Are aliens real?
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in what is it?
Area 51.
Area 51. There's no underground facility unless there's this enormous conspiracy, and they hid it from the President of the United States.
What was the first question you wanted answered when you became president?
Where are the aliens?
So there you go. Obama says aliens are real, though he's not met any yet. Caleb, what do you think?
Well, surely the next question should have been, what do they look like? How do you know? How do you know that there are aliens? Obama, share your knowledge. You owe it to all of us to tell us, because if they're going to come and try and colonize the earth, I want to know that is coming.
Someone needs to ask Trump if he believes if there are aliens, because if anyone's going to give us a straight, unfiltered answer, it's Donald Trump. They need to ask him.
And I have an update for you. Recently, I believe it was a few hours back, we had President Trump come out to respond to this, and this is what he said.
Do you believe it, Peter?
Well, the president can declassify anything that he wants to, so if you want to make an announcement.
I may get him out of trouble by declassifying.
Barack Obama said that aliens are real. Have you seen any evidence of non-human visitors to Earth?
Well, he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that.
So aliens are real?
Well, I don't know if they're real or not. I can tell you he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. He made a big mistake. He took it out of classified information. No, I don't have an opinion on it. I never talk about it. A lot of people do. A lot of people believe.
President Donald Trump says he will begin the process of releasing government files related to alien and extraterrestrial life. In a post to Truth Social, President Trump says the decision is based on tremendous interest shown by the public. He says the government files will be related to alien and extraterrestrial life, unidentified aerial phenomena, that's UAPs, and UFOs. Trump today criticised former US President Barack Obama for saying aliens are real, claiming his predecessor has revealed classified information.
Are aliens real?
they're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in what is it?
Area 51.
Area 51. There's no underground facility unless there's this enormous conspiracy, and they hid it from the President of the United States.
Well, he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. You know?
So aliens are real?
Well, I don't know if they're real or not. I can tell you he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. Well, he made a big mistake.
Well, Barack Obama later clarified he was guessing, stating the chances we've been visited by aliens is low, and I saw no evidence during my presidency that extraterrestrials have made contact with us. Really? Interesting.
And a lot of you will be asking questions as to, why are they telling us these things now? Are they a signs of, also like one of the signs of the end times? Well, I remember sharing a video with you. I'll just share a snippet of what Prophet Angel said.
Aliens. He says, and there will be fearful signs and great signs, many signs shall be from the heavens. And the word that appears as from is the word apo, or rather opo. Opo means directly from the sky. So he says, there shall be fearful and great signs that shall come directly. You shall look at it and say, there is coming from the sky. That means when the time comes where I'm coming back, people will report things falling from the sky. The word fearful sight is the word Febatron. It looks like Megatron, right? It is the word Febatron. And the word Febatron is where we get the word phobius, which means phobia. Phobia, fear. But when you change the word from phobia to Phobatron, it starts changing the message. It moves it from fearful sights to monsters. Let me read it again. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences and monsters shall fall directly from the heavens. Monsters falling from the heavens. That if you take a photograph of them or you film them, they will look like great sights. Directly from the heaven. Now that's a Generation Z translation. Okay, you're going to see millions of earthquakes taking place in different towns and countries, and there will be a global recession and diseases everywhere, increase in diseases and viruses and parasites. And then in the midst of all of that, you're going to see monsters falling. Febatron, where we get the word phobia, for fear. So the translators, when they saw Febatron, they thought, that's the word we get phobia. They didn't go to the building block of the word. And then you find that ancient Greek writers used to put that same word as monsters. Monsters would directly fall from the sky. This is not something spiritual. That they're just moving around somewhere. No. This is exactly what you're going to see. You're going to see monsters.
Monsters from
Our timeline is the Jewish nation. The Jewish nation, when did they get independence? 1948. I want you to put that page I just shown you there.
United States has been secretly working to capture UAPs and identified anomalous phenomenon.
Because now they call the more formal term is UFOs, which is UFO, unidentified flying object. But the reality is now, if you go to maybe the Oversight Committee of the United States when they were having all these hearings, they call them UAPs.
UAPs.
Exactly, not UFOs. UFO is what we normal people call them. They are calling them UAPs. All right. Since what?
Since as early as 1947.
Why? Because there was a hype in activity in 1947 of UFOs. People started reporting them mainly in 1947, and yet Israel is getting independence in 1948. That means, according to demonic entities, they are well aware when Israel is coming.
Wow.
You're not getting it. That means Israel becomes our timetable for what we are going to. We are going into a space of the end, and Jesus has already told you what it will be like. You are going to have Febatrons coming directly from the sky. He's saying monsters are coming. And if you don't see monsters, I'm not near. So it doesn't matter who survived in the 1920s and preached the dangerous message that Jesus was arriving next week. As long as there was no Fabertron, they were wrong that Jesus was coming. Because Jesus literally said, you are going to experience Fabertrons coming directly from the sky. The American government got to a time where they said, we will not show people what we are seeing. Made a deliberate attempt to remove that information. Because imagine knowing that there is something coming from somewhere when we don't know where. Even him was coming in after the working of Satan. Whether it's the Antichrist, demonic people, with the spirit of the Antichrist, Satan himself, after the working of Satan, with all power, signs, and lying wonders, I will show them Fabertrons and great signs of poor heaven. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they received not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. Verse number 11. Because you people have failed to receive the Lord. This is what I'm going to say do in the end times. When the devil is about to be revealed as the Antichrist, I will do this before that happens. Verse number 11. For this cause that you don't want to receive me, and you know the devil is about to come, I shall send you strong delusions that you will believe in a lie. They didn't get it. God himself says, when you look up, when you look around, there will be delusions everywhere. But you will believe them. Do you know why they are removing the redacted files? And they're showing you everything about what they found with regards to UFOs? Do you know why they're doing it? It's a very simple thing. So that you understand the necessity of this. Is not just to tell you the aliens are here. They want you to know that the moment we disappear here by the rapture, they will blame it on aliens. So even after we are gone, they will still have a certain concept in them to try and tell you these aliens stole people, abducted the people. So they are accepting. So the devil is making them move in a certain direction so that the people who are left behind will believe in a lie.
And if you listen closer to what he was actually saying, he's saying that they will be doing all this thing. They will start releasing some of this information so that, they get you, they can explain away, things like the rapture, especially when it happens. And he's in no way saying that the rapture is going to happen, this year or whatever. It can happen anytime. So that's why they are doing some of these things. I believe also in the same video I shared with you, the brother Brandon Prophecy, I believe he also said something that is somewhat similar.
I just saw something very wild. Now I need you to hear me what I'm going to say. It looks like aliens. It looks like flying saucers. This was a big looking ship that was glowing like gold. And it was hovering with an energy around it. It looked demonic. And I saw it coming into the Earth's atmosphere to deceive many. It had lights all around it that were yellow lights, big yellow lights, and it was like a flying saucer. It was like a big circle object coming down, and it had looking like electricity coming off of it. It had like electricity. It was yellow electricity coming off of the yellow lights. Like lightning bolts. I need to make that clear. This is demonic. This is demonic what I just saw. There's going to be an uptick in this kind of events in the days ahead. An uptick. An uptick. I hear the uptick. Just remember this. An uptick in events in our skies. Someone say, this is drones. It's not. A great deception is coming. A great deception is coming. A great deception is coming. I see one over Europe and Italy, around the Vatican. I'm telling you, I see one of these right over Italy and that area, and that whole area, and it's flying around like demonic. I'm talking about on the news, tripping people out, like actual glowing lights in the sky. But when, Lord? When is that going to happen? When is this going to happen? There's like it's an excitement, but a fear in the air. People are like, I hear the word E.T. E.T. There's weird people like trying to put signs out. Like trying to communicate with this thing. Like weird people, like it's crazy. Like Braden, I see like people with like poster boards, like trying to hold it up, like looking at it, like and they're holding up a poster board, and the lady's heavy set, and she has brown hair. Like she's probably, I would say she's a good 250, 260 pounds. People will be deceived. That's what he's trying to say. He said, Brandon, people are going to be deceived by this. It's demonic. It's trying to desensitize you for what is coming. A great deception is coming, he said. This is not funny. People will fall for this. The Lord spoke very stern right then. This is not E.T. This is fallen angel. This is demonic. They're deceiving people. It's the great deception. They're preparing your hearts, like I'm saying, your eyes are on the ground, and the people are not looking. They don't know what's coming. He said, Brandon, don't you remember what I told you? They'll explain the rapture away. They're going to explain the rapture. This is what happened to the people. This is what happened to all the people, the millions and millions of people that disappear when the rapture takes place. They were all taken by this ET stuff. They'll have to have an alibi. He says it's an alibi of where everybody goes.
So you heard the warning, my family. I'll mention the next one as always. Do well to take these things seriously so that you pray about it. Just act as a guide, but always remember one very, very important thing. Always ask the Holy Spirit. Always ask God what He is saying. If He's witnessing, with your spirit that, all these things you're hearing, are gonna happen, are true and all that, you make proper preparations and proper decisions. I'll mention the next one as always. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. God bless you.